Welcome back in our brain series, The Amazing Human Brain. This is brain lesson number 1. As I mentioned before, just use whatever tips that you can. I'll try and keep it under 3 minutes as far as possible. This is based on the series of lectures that I have to give on the amazing human brain, as I mentioned before. And this was based on the whole brain workshops. Now you'll see here is a normal ECG trace, will tell you the activity of your heart, but I would like to apply that to the human brain. So in the human brain, that's known as an EEG, whether their brain is active or not. But the metaphor that I have used here is that our human brain is in a cage, or there are chains around your brain. Now, who is putting our brain in a cage? That is the question. And why are the chains around our brain? The reason why there are chains around our brain, or because our brain is being put in a cage like in a zoo, is because the brain is a very powerful organ. And no one likes a free-thinking brain. So it is usually people in power, people in government, people in big business, or the media will try and manipulate this brain because it is a very valuable and sacred organ. And the other way that the brain is put into a cage is by your friends or family or colleagues or people in authority, maybe your teachers or educators or even your family members, who will discourage you and give you negative thoughts. So every negative thought is putting your brain into a cage, because then you stop believing in yourself. You think that you are a bad person, or you think you are not a successful person, and then you stop trying in life. So there are people who put toxins in our brain, and people who fill us with negativity. And if you're going to try and start a new business, say, no, you'll never succeed. Or if you're going to try and do something, no, you'll never succeed. They try and discourage you, sometimes out of envy, because they want to do the same thing. And maybe they see that you are successful, so they want to try and drag you down. So the first lesson, the two key points in brain lesson number 1 is remove the chain around your brain. And remember this slogan, and I will be using it a lot throughout all the lessons that I will be discussing, because if you are not in charge of your brain, then someone else is in charge of your brain. But you must be the manager, you must be the CEO, you must be the president of your brain. You must not allow other people to control your brain, because you are in charge, you are the boss of your brain. So don't allow other people to manipulate your brain. So you remove the chain around your brain. And the second thing is, make reading a part of your life. Reading is a vitamin tonic for the brain. Okay, doctors will tell you need vitamin tonics, you need vitamins all the time. But reading, the brain also needs a vitamin tonic. And the vitamin tonic for the brain is reading. So please, 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 I can't emphasize this enough, is get into the habit of reading. Tell your children to read. Even the grandparents must read. Even the parents must read. No matter how busy you are, pick up a book and read. I know we're living in a very advanced digital world that everything is very fast. Everything must be active, whether it's dancing on TikTok or whether it's action movies. Everyone wants to do everything very fast, very fast, very fast. But that way we are unwittingly putting chains around our brains. If we are only going to, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with other things active. There's nothing wrong with that. But if by reading, one by one, you're breaking the chain, you're releasing your brain from that cage. And we need to educate, and we need to encourage our children, and we need to encourage our students and the younger generation that please read, make it a lifetime habit. And you must, any book that you come to, you will find difficult terms. Yes, no doubt about that. Any subject, whether it's physics or astronomy, anything, or anatomy or physiology, any subject is difficult at the initial time. Always have a dictionary. Circle the words you don't understand, underline the words, and remove from the affirmations or visualization that you would like to program your brain in a positive way. So very briefly before I end, remove the chain around your brain, and reading is a vitamin tonic for the brain. That takes care of lesson number 1. Stay well, and see you in lesson number 2.